According to the information reaching us here, hear what our Oga on top, Mazi Chinedu Donald J. Trump said after having a kind of a roundtable meeting with the separatists in Canada. They have a separatist in Canada. Let me ask you, why the Canadian government never carry these separatists now, go lock them, give them life imprisonment, kidnap them, do all manner of things. But here is Trump sitting down to discuss with them on a possible separation from Canada. They call it Alabata. And what Oga said is that after Canada, I am coming to Biafra land, according to a very close source. Allegedly, a very close source, allegedly, I am coming to save the people of Biafra land after this Alberta incident, according to our Oga on top. Anyway, let me read the article here so that people will not say, hey, it is your own making, and why do you have to always propaganda? My brother, I get nothing by giving you a fake news. This news is from a reliable source, and according to that reliable source, he said it is allegedly. And if you look very well, you find out that Trump has been in negotiation with these guys, whether possible exit from Canada or what would I call it, giving them referendum to decide their future, which is exactly what's supposed to happen in the zoo. But because of the people who is managing your oil wells said, if you divide now, we don't lose all our oil wells. So that is why you see the North are campaigning for one Nigeria. The person who is carrying this, let us unite, there is peace, no Christian genocide, nobody killing anybody, and we are in peace. Now, Sultan of Sokoto that have over 5 oil wells in Niger Delta. I saw a post this morning by the so-called Niger Delta saying that we are not Biafran. In fact, we are better off to stay with the North than to stay with the Biafran. When I go to the comment section, I pity. In fact, I shake my head. People who most acknowledge what he said and said, yes, you are right. You cannot go with the Biafra. In fact, it's better you people stand on your own. Now, the same Arewa, because they are trying to defend what is going to them. Imagine in a country where you don't have a oil, but you have a refinery in Kaduna. Why the people who have oil in Imo State, Owerri, Aba, Anambra State, Abia State, they don't get refinery, but they get oil. What an irony. So the oil well is what they are trying to defend. That was why you see every day now, you see them now calling a summit, interview, going to Arise, channels, TVC, and the rest of other blah, 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 blah. Hey, we are preaching unity. Hakim Baba said that unity of Nigeria is sacrosanct. What are they defending? That oil. I can tell you, without this oil in Niger Delta, my brother, these people will never allow you to come close to them. They are trying to defend their own. And the so-called Niger Delta, who don't even have a single drop of oil well. Niger Delta don't have an oil well in Niger Delta. All of them belong to the caliphate. And yet, they join them to subjugate the Igbos, that Igbos are Biafra. Hey, I laugh in Spanish. Anyway, Oga don't talk finish, say, I am coming after Alberta incident. Okay, diplomatic dialogue versus democratic denial. Lesson in leadership from across the Atlantic. That is the update this morning. Please share this message, let it go viral. Follow us on all our social media handles. And our backup channel on YouTube, or rather our backup page, is coming up soon. So please endeavor to follow us anywhere you see us, because we'll be giving you info the way it ought to be. Trump's officials have met with Canadian separatist group that want to break off from the rest of country. In a bold display of an open diplomacy, United States of America President Donald J. Trump, or you can call him Mazi Chinedu Donald J. Trump, has demonstrated credible leadership by engaging in discussions with the representatives from a Canadian separatist group, advocating for Alberta's independence from the rest of the country. Reports reveal that the high-level Trump administration official met multiple times with the Alberta Prosperity Project, a fringe organization pushing for secession through peaceful means like referendums. This approach, I repeat, this approach highlights a willingness to listen to these dissent voices, fostering dialogue on self-determination without immediate commitment, and underscores America's commitment to exploring non-violent resolutions to regional tensions. Sorry I mentioned that abomination word, because that word, Nigeria, sounds like an abomination because it have no meaning. Such engagements, while controversial, exemplify how mature democracies can address separatist aspirations constructively, potentially averting deeper conflicts, unlike what we are seeing in the contraption called Nigeria. Contrast this with the Nigeria's handling of similar demands, where Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration has imprisoned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, for championing a referendum on Biafran independence. Kanu's calls for separation stem from long-standing grievances over marginalization and inequality. Yet, instead of dialogue, the Nigerian government has resorted to detention and suppression, stifling peaceful advocacy. This stark difference illustrates a failure in leadership, where locking up voices of dissent only exacerbates differences. I repeat, differences. Divisions rather than resolving them through democratic processes. Trump's model of sitting down to discuss, even with separatists, offers a blueprint for credible governance that prioritizes conversations. My brother, this is what the message we brought to you this morning. And if you go through it very well, if you read the meaning into it, if you dissect it as it ought to be, you may understand or rather agree with me that this is the way to go after it. Okay, let us finish up this. These stark differences illustrate a failure in leadership where locking up voices or dissent only exacerbates divisions rather than resolving them through democratic process. Trump's model of sitting down to discuss, even with separatists, offers a blueprint for credible governance that prioritizes conversations over coercions. If being together means hurting the other citizens, it is best to separate, and that is what we have been calling on this contraption they call a country. Trump is a man to reckon with, and Trump is a man of his words. I enjoy the bit of his government, not all, because my brother, what Trump they do now, it affect everybody. Let me just tell you the gospel truth. The global economic what would I call it? The economic downstream, the economic downtrodden, the economic quagmire. Trump contributed somehow to it, because all these shakeups, tariff and the rest of them, my brother. Anyway, I know that a new world order is here, and they are here to control the affairs of the world. Trump just inaugurated a new world order, board of peace. You can as well agree with me that things might not be the same. Let us just take it that way. In case you are wondering, hey, very soon this thing will end, my brother. I am not saying that in ending soon, and not like I'm abusing anybody, or rather I'm cursing anybody, but that is the gospel truth. Okay, Enyoma Simon said that separation is what will solve the problem and bring total peace to every group. No, Shebi, the so-called Fulani Kabas don't send the Bola Ahmed to make it go sign contract with Turkey. What are they signing there? Make sure that they sponsor more terrorism in Nigeria, that even Trump will not see a place to put hand when he arrives here finally. Okay, let us see. Sebastian also said, IPOB under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the leaders are a peaceful group advocating for self-determination of the Biafrans. What is good for Alberta is good for Biafrans. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, conduct a referendum for Biafra freedom or recognition of Biafra as a sovereign nation. Let me tell you also, because some people will say, Nnamdi Kanu, say the group will say, nah, peaceful. Yes, of course, we agree with that. Everybody modus operandi will never be the same. Since even the people whom Nnamdi Kanu advocated with peace kidnapped him. Then when Simon Ekpa came with the force, hey, he's a terrorist, he's a terrorist. Even Nnamdi Kanu, who advocated under peace, under peaceful demonstration, was also called a terrorist. Nigeria, or whatever they may choose to call them, is a country where even a 10-year-old man, or 10-year-old boy, or 10-year-old girl, if you went to sit now, carry flag of Biafra now, say, now Biafra we want to, my brother, not minding your age, what you hear now, is a treasonable felony. They don't mind your age, or they will carry you and put you underground cell in DSS. And you tell me that is a country. No, that is a zoo. It's a zoo. In fact, it is a zoo capital of the world, where animals live, where a minister will tell you that the food is cheap, A minister with taxpayers' money is flying private jet, which are kuna massaging her leg inside private jet, showing up everything. A taxpayers' money, a public servant. And when you go to the comment section, you find out that the people who you are fighting for, even yourself, the people you are fighting for don't even watch it. Sometimes I tend to blame Peter Obi and whatever he represents, despite the fact that I'm not his fan. The people he is fighting to save are the ones who keep on calling him Obidiot, Peter Obi, Beta Obi. He's fighting for them all. And those people are graduates without job, supporting the oppressors, supporting those who oppress them to the level where they find themselves into. Nigeria is the only country where a graduate will be supporting the person who make him not to have job, praising him, showering him with all manner of praises, all manner of worships, all manner of shenanigans, all in the name of na my boss, Ogami, Josa, Kiniko, blah 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 blah. And the person will keep on telling you that we are the people who's supposed to lead you to where you're supposed to go, tell you to endure, but their children are living a lavish lifestyle overseas. And the graduate sees nothing wrong with that. The same people will come and tell you to go out there and die for them. But their children are not worthy to die for them. You can imagine that. Poor man's children are the ones who is going at the war front to fight Boko Harams. Why the rich men who are supposed to even fund the same people that are fighting Boko Haram for them to at least gallant well and fight? No, hunger becomes the order of the day for them. If you see the kind of food they are giving to them, even prisoners, I repeat, prisoners, inmates will never accept such a food. But your military is what they are eating. That is an error. In fact, it is what they call misplaced priority. Okay, one more comment or two, we then round up. James Ike said, all we are saying is give us Biafra. We can't be together with Nigeria. Come rain, come sunshine. AGK Mifan said, let's go our separate ways. Biafra is my home and destination. I'm looking to see, and Afonja commented on this. They will run when they see this kind of this. I'm looking to see Afonja or the so-called. Okay, I think I spotted one. Lawa Modasiru, this one Afonja. Say, has there been someone somewhere that has been ordering people to be murdered before this step is taking place? Who is ordering people to be murdered? That is the question. Elengu Mbusa said, you are a fool, but the useless police, DSS and the military can kill innocent Biafrans agitating for freedom. Let me see what the similar one said. Can you see always causing people about? How do you want to learn this way? He asks you a question. Forget about the cause. Direct him. You cannot. Ken said, lion prize packs of wolves will not like to discuss separation with concrete walls from the rest of the animals to avoid starvation to death. Starvation to death. I want to more Afonja. I want to see there. I want to see them comment. Afonja or Fulani goats or Hausa this thing or Hausa cows. I want to see them here. They will run because they know that this is the absolute truth. The only place you see them now where they say now, Igbo people, they don't have history. All of them now we just claim. Yes, they don't have history. They are this, they are that, they are rascals. Blah 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 blah. I laugh in Nirogua. Anyway, my people, here we go take back break. Tomorrow the videos is coming your way. Like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos. Please like, share, comment, and make sure this message go viral. In fact, what would I call it? Follow us on all our social media handles. It shall be well with all of us. Kachineke mezioku.